Hi there, I'm Buddha and you're watching Data Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. Today, I want to show you the hidden uses of a loop pedal. First of all, if you don't know what a loop pedal is, I'll show you mine. I have a Ditto looper, which is a TC Electronics one, but you have it from Boss. I also use my Line 6 M series, the 9 or the M13 to loop it. But for the purpose I'm showing you a loop today, I usually use this one because it's really small and it really can handle it. What is a loop pedal? Well, a loop pedal is a recording device, but it not only records what you play into it, as it plays it back once you stop recording. And it plays it over and over and over and over and over. How does it work? This particular unit, you press start recording, it goes red, and when you want it, you stop it. It goes green, it's playing back. For stopping the loop, you just press it twice and it stops. But the green light is blinking, which means there is a loop inside of it. When you want to erase the loop, you just hold it and it erases it. So what you need to practice with your loop is the timing when you hit record and the timing where you hit stop record and start playback, because it can get a little out of control, but it's an easy thing. I have a lot of really amazing uses for the loop. First of all, you can record a loop and it will play back over and over, right? So whenever you have a new speaker that isn't breaking in, what I usually do is I record a loop and leave the amp playing all night. If you can, of course. I leave it in the rehearsal room or here in the studio, and I leave the amp playing and playing and playing for hours, so the speaker starts to break up and loses the tightness that it has. Another amazing use I have for the loop pedal is to record drones for you to create some landscapes. So what do? I press record. It's recording. And now I stop it. And now what a loop pedal enables you to do is to record over the things, on top of the things you have recorded. So I press record again and it's recording. And now I'll do a drone in A, for example. So I will play an A. I can now record another A, a fifth, for example, an E, and it will give me a drone. So I'm always recording. As you can see, this is a great drone ability, and it can make you jam and improvise on top of a drone that you've created. It's amazing for the studio too, because you can record a drone for an intro, for example, and then record it into Pro Tools or whatever you use. So this is one of the great uses for the drone. Although I tend to prefer the freeze, the electro harmonics freeze for this kind of work, because it's easier. As you could see, it took me a while to record the loop because I have to do a lot of overdubs. It works really well if you use a delay pedal into it, because the delay will immediately enable you to create a faster drone, because it repeats itself. So you have the notes you play and then the delayed notes played by the delay being recorded into the loop. Let me erase the loop. Okay. Another great use for the loop, and a not so well known use for the loop, is for you to practice. Music is always about context. You can never say that a note is in tune or that it isn't, because it always depends on what you are playing. So, for example, the boring C major scale, and I say boring but this scale is a lot different if you play it on top of a different chord. So for example, if I record C major, okay, I have my loop going, C major, okay. But if I play it on top of a D minor, I have a D minor. If I play the G major, the C major scale on top of a D minor, I have a D Dorian, but I'm playing the same scale. I can practice my skill playing on top of a much more interesting basis, rather than just playing the scale. I can play on top of an harmony, but I'm not even scratching the surface, because I'm just playing a chord with no chord progression. If I play a C major chord progression, So it's a much more interesting way of playing scales and of playing exercises. For example, if I play the thirds or whatever. Right? And you immediately start to gravitate towards improvising and playing within the scale and not just playing the scale. So this is very inspiring and much more musical practice than just sitting by yourself. And nothing is changing beneath your scale. This is a great way, but it's also a great way to practice rhythm playing and playing within a groove. For example, I've recorded this sample with a jazzier feel, as very simple 4x4. But if you play like a Latin feel, a more bossa nova feel. With this groove, I'm now able to play the scale within this groove. So I won't play it. Can improvise on top of this groove. So. Sorry, I got carried away. It's really a lot of fun. You are not playing by yourself anymore. You're playing with a loop. You're playing on top of an harmony. So I couldn't ever practice an improvising solo on top of this harmony if I didn't record it on a loop. And with this, you can do anything. You don't have to bother your bandmates on the rehearsal, because you need to practice your solo. You can do your chord changes at home and practice the solo on top of the chord changes. You can practice your slide playing with an harmony underneath, so it's easier for you to get in tune better. You can do a blues, of course. You can do really a lot of things with the loop pedal. So it's an unbelievable, inexpensive tool that you have to perfect your skills of a guitar player. So don't ever take it as just a loop for playing alone, for doing shows on your own and doing loop songs. It's an amazing working tool and studying tool. You can also study arpeggios with a loop. So you record the chords and then you play the arpeggios on top of it. For example, well, that's it. I hope this has been useful to you. Please share the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you so much for being with me on this adventure. Leave your comments. Let me know how you use your loop pedal. If you know what a loop pedal is. If you have any questions, any doubts, please leave in the comments below. And leave it on YouTube so other people can read it too and be clarified by it. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next week.